Cool. All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
Yeah, right.
so
Sure.
this No Hard Feelings trailer, the one that fucking Skirmitor based the intro off, right? I'll be honest, I thought the trailer looked kind of funny. Like it's Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence, so it probably can't be that funny. But it's kind of started this argument of like, would this be as funny if the situations were reversed? Like if Jennifer Lawrence's character was a dude and it was about, trying to fuck a younger girl, right? Would it be as funny? What do you think, Rhino? Like, would people be freaking out?
Probably. I think obviously the kid's 19 years old, so he's still an adult. So maybe not, but I don't think it would be like I watched this trailer and I thought this doesn't look too bad as a movie, to be honest with you. Like it's just a typical. It's a, I don't know. Is it even a rom-com? Can you call it that?
I guess technically, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah.
Like that premise, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, rom-com, yeah.
Yeah, that, but like a lot more raunchier, I guess.
Yeah, that one
that one's pretty PG.
Yeah,
It gave me like Eurotrip style vibes.
Yeah.
But the thing is like
American
Jennifer
Pie,
Lawrence. I used to like Jennifer Lawrence. Before
I just can't look at her without thinking of her butthole.
I can't look at her without thinking about what she said about being the first, being the first female in anything ever.
She was. So I mean, she was there before Adam and Eve. Like everyone knows.
All here.
She was definitely the first woman in this trailer. So
she was the first butthole as well. So
on the first butthole on the internet.
Is it legit? Is her butthole really on the internet?
Oh, bro!
Let's not go down this rabbit
Where
hole,
have you been?
Literally speaking.
I really don't care about her butthole, to be honest with you.
I didn't have a choice in the matter when I found out. Anyway,
I don't know. I think if you do
find out that
I think
you didn't have a choice.
I will say, I think if you were to swap the genders around, it wouldn't be as funny as it is, or it seems to be.
Probably not, and it'd probably get a lot of flack and a lot of shit for it, and a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Misogyny, sexism.
Yeah, all that stupid
Oh,
shit.
I wish you did that on full screen.
I agree with Rhino. Like, if you switch the characters around, it just would not be as funny. It probably wouldn't work as well. It probably would be a little bit more creepy as well, but like the comedy factor of it would be gone. The fact that it's a younger dude is kind of what makes it funny. And a lot of people are like,
she's in the late 30s too, so she's like double his age.
But this is the other thing too that just goes to show that there is a difference in gender and the gender roles of men and women. There's a difference between them, and there's a difference in how it's received when it comes through entertainment. It's like when they're trying, we're going to have the strong female character. Well, in this, Jennifer Lawrence comes across as essentially quite feminine and probably a strong female character in the sense that she's actually feminine, as opposed to
the whole trailer's about being a broke bitch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she can use her looks and her, femininity to her advantage to try and.
It's also unrealistic because I don't think anyone would believe that she could actually drive a car.
Oh well, unless Harvey Weinstein's in the seat with her, I doubt it.
Maybe this is Harvey Weinstein's story, but they just reverse the sexes.
Maybe the kid's name's actually Harvey.
Wouldn't that be funny? But the thing that I'm saying is there's like this pushback on this trailer, and they're saying that, oh, well, this kind of goes, promotes this type of shit against men and how men can be abused, and it's a laughing matter. And I disagree. Well, obviously, I agree that it's no laughing matter that men can also be abused. It's from women as well. Of course they can. But I just don't get that vibe from this trailer at all. I think that whole vibe is people looking way too deep into what honestly is probably just going to be an average movie at best that might give you a couple chuckles.
Yeah,
So
I
is she trying
that
to
was-
sleep with him? That's why, because I haven't actually seen the actual trailer. So is the plan that she wants to sleep with him, or she's being paid to sleep with him? Like what's
Yeah.
well, she's going to get a car if she can get this nerd out of his nerd shell, basically.
Yeah, basically. She gets money. Then she said she needs to save her mom's house too. So I think she's getting money in
Yeah.
a car and she's just doing it for that reasons.
See,
Yeah,
but
and
you
I
could say
meant,
the same
just to
thing-
be clear, I meant Failure to Launch, not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Wrong Matthew McConaughey movie, like where the parents are trying to get him out of the house.
Oh,
And
so
they
I
pay
said
the
like,
girl.
this is
Alright.
very PG.
Well, that's the
That's
thing.
what I
like,
meant, but that's still PG, but I the wrong movie. Failure to Launch, not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Just to clear that up. That's
Well,
what
I
it reminds
mean,
me of, the premise.
Matthew
plot, whatever.
McConaughey's character in like Dazed and Confused was essentially like he's trying to bang young people. Like,
So Matthew McConaughey has quite a few movies that are like this, then.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
He did it first. Suck it,
He did it
Jennifer.
first.
What were you going to say before, Rhino?
That first thing
Hey,
that you
Rhino.
mentioned earlier, Lethal, was just like you could say the same thing about American Pie. You know,
How so?
if you just with that scene where he's with Nadia, right, where he's trying to hide the camera and he's doing his dance around and stuff like that. Like, you swap those around.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as
And-
funny.
No. I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is with this whole thing is that, again, like I said, for Jennifer Lawrence, I now can't separate the entertainment from the actress. She annoys me now.
Oh, she's
More
one of
than
those
anything.
actors then now. Like you loop them.
Yeah, she's become another Brie Larson.
Yeah.
No, shut up.
No, you shut
But I
up.
actually
No.
prefer Jennifer Lawrence over Brie Larson. Brie Larson isn't pretty, where I think Jennifer Lawrence is actually.
Oh yeah,
prettier.
but she's got those.
I
feet,
agree with
those
that.
Labs.
You think
Well,
Jennifer
Red
Lawrence has
Flintstone
weirder
feet.
feet?
No, Brie's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
weird feet.
Yeah, Brie has
It's
weird
all-
feet. What are you talking about?
You got
No,
Red
no,
Flintstone
they're
feet.
awesome and hairy. They're like a hobbit.
Go to Middle Earth with me, baby. Let's go. One step at a time. Higher, further, faster.
Oh God.
Okay.
But the point I was getting at before Blab started talking about foot jobs as per normal, like she normally does. Like I
Okay,
think
one screen
everyone's
without it.
looking. I think everyone's looking way too deep into this trailer, and they're trying to find something to be mad about. I don't see the connection between this trailer and a younger dude being hit on by older women, and they're trying to say it goes back to that whole thing of like we see it all the time where a teacher at a school will sleep with like a 16-year-old student, and it's like, yeah, that's fucking illegal and you should get in trouble for that.
happened in my
Absolutely.
school.
Same
You
here.
should get in trouble for that, absolutely. But then at the same time, the argument is like, oh yeah, but would a dude have said no to that whole situation? Like I think people connecting that situation, those types of situations, to this movie are really, really, they got some fucking, man, they must be part of that Fantastic Four team, man, because they be stretching like a motherfucker to make that connection.
100%.
See, because the way in which I've heard because I've heard the backlash for this, I assumed that the guy was gay, and this was some sort of like gay conversion therapy or something. That's what I thought it was about.
Gay conversion therapy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it would definitely be a lot different if the kid was like 14 or 16 or something like that, right?
Mhm.
The fact that he's a 19-year-old boy and the parents,
They call that barely legal.
the parents want to try and get him out of his shell and get him laid or whatever. Like, okay, I can see the comedic value in this movie based on the trailer that I saw, based on this trailer. Like, this is the thing. You bring a movie like this, you bring this trailer out back in the late 90s, even the early 2000s, there's no backlash whatsoever. Nothing.
Yeah.
People are just seeing it and going, huh, that looks pretty funny. That looks like it could be entertaining. I'll go and see that. But now we live in this world where everyone's got to be offended by something. There's got to be a problem with everything. And
Yes.
I know there's going to be people in the chat or whatever saying, Righto, you in Star Wars, you just fucking hate everything. Like,
Yes.
but it is definitely the culture that we're in right now is so bad where even something that could potentially just be, laughable entertainment Yeah, maybe we'll see it after.
The problem, Rhino, is everyone's just so
Yeah.
offended and so easily to offend, and that's both sides of the aisle these days.
100%.
It's like, really, we can't even have a shitty fucking Jennifer Lawrence cougar comedy without someone trying to fucking link it to some issue that's got no connection whatsoever. Like, it's just as dumb as saying orcs are black people. Like, you are really stretching.
Jews are goblins.
Jews are goblins. Fucking orcs are black people. You know, you're really, really stretching to link all these ones, and linking a movie like this to fucking, you know, that type of shit that happens at schools with, like, you know, young male students. Like, you are really fucking stretching. Unfortunately, it's now both sides. Well, it always has been both sides that are fucking retarded, but it's just gone too far now.
It's it's just going too far now.
I mean, like I said, it's a shitty not a B grade, but it's going to be a shitty fucking cougar comedy with Jennifer Lawrence. Cougar comedy,
like-
that's what I'm calling
like
it.
slapstick, like, you know, like there's something. It kind of reminds me of There's Something About Mary, like the vibes, like the
Yep.
slapstick. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff's okay. We need stuff like that. I don't really love Jennifer Lawrence or anything, but I'm just saying, like, we need some
like
escapism
you do.
somehow. Like, everyone's got to make an issue out of everything. Like Lethal said,
Yeah, it
there's no
doesn't even
issue
look
here.
woke.
Just a
Have you
movie.
seen my baseball? Have you
No.
seen
No,
my
Blacks,
baseball?
it's not about being woke. It's the opposite. It's the exact
I know, I'm
opposite.
saying, but it doesn't even seem woke. That's why I'm saying, like, it looks like a funny trailer. Like, there's nothing, like, there's no agenda. It's just a stupid movie to relax and
Well, I mean,
forget shit about.
If people are getting so upset over something that seems to be as mundane as that, what happens when they go back and watch something that we grew up with and considered, you know, not as bad as something like She's All That or something? That would like give them nightmares.
Mhm.
You know, that would be like the worst thing in the world. Like, when's it gonna stop? Like, if it's this is the thing. I think this movie is probably not going to be great, but the fact of the matter is, it's now going to get more eyeballs on it because people are bitching about it. It's like the Joker effect.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jennifer Lawrence walked up to me dressed like that and said, "Can I pat your wiener?" Like, I'd get my
I mean,
pants off quicker
you'd
than
be
you
like,
can say, "Can I
"Okay."
pat your wiener?"
You'd be like,
Okay.
you'd be like, let's go to the
No
beach.
problem.
Let's go to the beach and pump it.
Okay.
Do
I
not
like-
sell drugs to my husband.
Basically, everyone needs to stop
As I
being
said,
a
Star
fucking
Wars.
sassy barker and being offended by everything under the sun. Like, if you're offended by a fucking cougar comedy Jennifer Lawrence movie, get a fucking life.
I mean, if they really wanted to push the boundaries, they would have cast someone in their 60s. You know, like if they really wanted to do it, like, you know, that could have been hilarious.
I kind of wonder what the PR is going to be for this movie. If they're already getting like some type of pushback just from the trailer, what is Jennifer going to say to like
Women power.
during the when the movie's coming out? You know she's going to say something. I'm like, what are you going to say, bitch?
If I'm the director, I say, shut your fucking mouth. Just go look pretty on the thing. You're gonna sell tickets being there.
Flip your
You'll get
hair.
it.
But-
I'll give you an extra 5% if you just shut your fucking mouth and don't take this film.
It's just wild to think that the based are fucking crying over a fucking 90-minute, well, it's probably going to be a 90-minute cougar comedy with Jennifer Lawrence. It's like, really? Yeah.
But I reckon people
Based
are.
indeed.
But I reckon people are giving it shit just based on what Jennifer Lawrence recently said. Like, it's the fact that it's people have had their taste buds soured now by Jennifer Lawrence in regards to her comments about being the first female action hero or whatever.
And then her
And-
pay raise and all that. All of her
Yeah,
comments.
and all of that garbage that she said, and like that round table that she had with all those girls.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with Lethal?
Grant, you're scaring the shit out
Grant.
of me, man.
Oh God! I didn't even notice.
Scaring me with that shit. All right, here we go.
Do you
I
have
said,
a wicked one?
I said Star Wars, no green rocks. This is for you. Cheers.
Oh, well, if you're going to cry over Jennifer
That
Lawrence,
is me. Is that me
You
or
probably
Blabs? I
have-
don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's Grant Bar.
fucking
Rebranded.
hell, man. All right, you got to
Or
explain.
you know, Amish Wicked.
Amish wicked.